Well, by 1970, Mopar's Hemi engine in the B-bodied cars had made a name for themselves on the drag strip. How could you improve on this? Well, put the Hemi motor into an E-bodied car, and that's exactly what they did. They had the ultimate street car, the ultimate muscle car, and the ultimate in performance. These cars were something that everybody wanted and very few people could have. Keep in mind, in 1970, they built 14 of these. 9 automatics, 5 4-speeds. And by 1971, they were even rarer. They built 7 of these cars, 2 for export, a total of 9. These are the ultimate in muscle cars in value, performance, and desirability. So let's take this thing for a ride. Well, there's a reason that Hemi's often considered the ultimate muscle car engine. 425 horsepower, 2 Hollies on top of an aluminum intake, hemispherical heads, 225-inch intake, and a 194 exhaust valve. Great big manifolds that flow freely into a dual exhaust system, tons of power, a bulletproof rear end in a 9 1/4 Dana, probably the ultimate package. And then put all that into an E-body. Suspension, typical Chrysler, has the torsion bar. Not a great handling car, not a great stopping car again, but let's face it, a Hemi Cuda convertible isn't about turning, it isn't about stopping, it's about going in a straight line as fast as possible with the top down. You look out over the hood of this car and you have the shaker and you see the Hemi rumbling underneath it. You stand on it, you see the whole shaker assembly move over to the right. Pretty neat feeling. The sound of a Hemi, all that mechanical stuff going on in the motor, you got a great exhaust system, pretty neat sounding car. And again, like a lot of guys did back in 1970, they stuck on a set of headers, put on a little bit better cam, and these things not only sounded great, they were weapons in a straight line. You know, I almost feel guilty driving a car this expensive on the road. Nah, I don't. But let me tell you, the restoration on this car, beautiful. Somebody spent a lot of time and money. Body and paint, exceptional. Panels are all dead straight. Car's been sanded and polished. All the door gaps done properly. Keep in mind, a car of this value, you can spend a lot of time on it. Under the hood, highly detailed. The only problem we had is the original battery wouldn't crank it over to let us drive it, so we put another battery in. Other than that, the car runs and drives great and looks great under the hood. Somebody spent a lot of time there. Somebody spent a lot of time on the stainless and chrome on this car. Every piece has been replated. Every piece of stainless has been polished, all around the windows, everything. The grille, a very rare item. If you remember the Hemi Challenger we restored, an expensive piece to buy. This one's got an NOS grille in it, looks brand new. It's got the optional rally wheels. Of course, it's got a shaker. Every single Hemi Cuda ever built came with a shaker. You look inside the car, it's a buckets console car. The interior's been totally restored. And I don't just mean the seats and the carpets and the console and stuff. Every gauge has been restored. Every gauge has been taken apart and every gauge works on this thing. Steering wheel, NOS steering wheel. There's no cracks in it, there's no marks in it. It looks absolutely brand new. Keep in mind, this is a 40,000 mile car. Most of these cars led fairly hard lives. This car looks like brand new. Now keep in mind, this car also has a build sheet, which is very, very important. The R in the serial number documents that it's a true Hemi car. The build sheet documents all the options. This car is restored to exactly the way the car left the factory. All of this makes this car worth $600,000. You think that's a stupid number? A 71, which they built 9 of, is worth $1 million today. Now, Tom and I had a little wager on what this car is worth, and as usual, Tom lost. So I said, Tom, either you can pay me the $50 or you have to do something that I have always wanted you to do. Tom, being the cheap guy he is, said, hey, whatever you want, I'll do it, but I'm not paying you. All right, Tom. Time to pay up, Nacho.
This is ridiculous. 50 bucks is, I'll give you the 50 bucks.
No, you've weaseled out of too many bets. See you later.
Oh,